Good evening and welcome to the State of Business on our television. I'm Chamat Fernando. Let's have a look at the headlines. Justice Minister promises amendment to Parrot Law to provide relief for SMEs. Cabinet approves 20 billion rupees support package for SMEs funded by the ADB. Now the news in detail. Justice Minister Dr. Vijayadasa Rajapaksa assured the public that necessary amendments to the Parrot Law will soon be presented in Parliament to enact the temporary freeze of recovery actions. This move aims to provide relief to struggling micro, small and medium enterprises by suspending Parrot actions until December 15, 2024. The minister said this speaking at the Presidential Media Centre yesterday.
Minister Rajapaksa announced a new 20 billion rupee concessionary loan scheme for MSMEs facilitated by the Asian Development Bank to bolster economic prospects of the smaller businesses. This decision comes in response to concerns raised by various parties regarding loan repayments during recent crises. Minister Rajapaksa also underscored the need for stringent financial controls to ensure optimal resource utilization and sustainable economic development. Proactive measures, including proposed amendments to the Parrot execution and tailored loan schemes, are part of the government's efforts to prevent crises and promote responsible lending. Furthermore, discussions with key financial institutions like the World Bank and the Asian Development Bank are underway to implement low-interest loan programs for SMEs. The government also plans to establish a monitoring system for credit facilities in collaboration with the Ministry of Finance to refine strategies for economic growth and stability.
The Cabinet of Ministers approved an Asian Development Bank funded 20 billion rupees financing support package on concessionary terms for micro, small and medium enterprises at its meeting on Monday.
Out of the total funding, 15 billion will be allocated to strengthening both existing and new enterprises, while 5 billion will be designated to support enterprises categorized as non-performing loans. The Sri Lankan government noted that a significant number of MSMEs have faced severe challenges in sustaining their operations due to the economic downturn and external factors beyond their control. The ADB has agreed to provide working capital support to the small and medium enterprise sector as a form of relief amidst these challenges. The proposed program aims to offer credit facilities to existing micro, small and medium scale enterprises, enabling them to expand and recover their businesses. These facilities will be provided through licensed commercial banks and licensed specialized banks at concessional interest rates. The project proposal was submitted by President Ranil Wickremesinghe in his capacity as Finance, Economic Stabilization and National Policies Minister.
Foreign Minister Ali Sabri emphasized several key points regarding the country's engagement with the Human Rights Council and its stance on relevant resolution in a pre-recorded video statement at the high-level segment of the 55th session of the UN Human Rights Council.
Minister Sabri highlighted Sri Lanka's active and constructive engagement with the UN Human Rights Council despite facing severe constraints. He emphasized that the country continues to participate in various productive and beneficial working methods of the Council. Sri Lanka reiterated its recent rejection of HRC resolutions along with the external evidence gathering mechanism established by these resolutions. Minister Sabri stated that such mechanisms are considered counterproductive and unhelpful, contradicting the founding principles of the Council. He emphasized that the country's recovery hinges on pragmatic policy decisions prioritizing long-term welfare over short-term political gains, which has been recognized both locally and internationally. Minister Sabri also underscored the importance of the Council's approach to the humanitarian crisis in Gaza as a litmus test of its credibility.
Stay tuned, we will return after this commercial break. Welcome back. Swiss Ambassador to Sri Lanka, Dr. Siri Wold, and the Speaker of the Parliament, Mahinda Yapa Abeyewardena, discussed the issue of reconciliation in Sri Lanka extensively in a meeting at the Parliament premises recently.
The speaker emphasized the establishment of good harmony in the country and highlighted the government's effort to further strengthen it. He mentioned the formation of a sectorial oversight committee on reconciliation and national unity within the parliament to address these issues. When inquired about the upcoming elections in Sri Lanka, the speaker clarified that the presidential election will be conducted as per legal regulations and the general election is scheduled for the relevant period next year. Dr. Siri Walt acknowledged Sri Lanka's progress, noting its participation in the International Monetary Fund's program and advancements in various sectors including the economy, education, tourism and infrastructure. The Swiss government assured its continued support for Sri Lanka in the future.
The Colombo Stock Exchange collaborated with USAID organized a forum titled Redefining the Trajectory of Your Business in Jaffna recently. The event aimed to enlighten small and medium enterprises about capital raising opportunities available at the CSE, particularly through listing on the Empower and Dirisavi boards.
These specialized boards offer dedicated platforms for SMEs focusing on sectors like agribusiness, livestock, energy generation, ICT, and tourism related ventures. The program provided guidance on exploring capital raising avenues through panel discussions and interactive sessions with industry experts, investment advisors, CSE representatives, and USAID representatives. Senior Vice President for CSE, Niroshan Vijayasundara, highlighted the potential for businesses to thrive in the northern region and expressed the CSE's commitment to supporting MSMEs in raising capital. He noted the immense potential for SMEs to expand their businesses and capitalize on opportunities offered by listing on the CSE, citing successful fundraising efforts by listed entities in the recent years. USAID Director Christopher Powers reiterated the importance of the free flow of the capital in Sri Lanka's economy and encouraged companies to explore funding options, including alternative opportunities.
The Sri Lanka Association of Racing Drivers and Riders has announced its lineup of 8 major racing events for the year, beginning with the Mahameru Rally Cross scheduled for the 16th and 17th of March. These races are being organized in collaboration with the Asian Motor Racing Club, making the return of the Sri Lanka Super Series 2024. The launch event for the Sri Lanka Super Series 2024 took place at the Demo 800 Auditorium in Colombo recently.
Maxis Tyres leads the sponsorship charge with Sri Lankan Super Series 2024, supported by esteemed partners including Nippon Paints, Prima Kottumi, Ozone Mineral Water, Sri Lanka Insurance Corporation and SD Battery. In 2023, Sladar unveiled the Mahameruwa Sports Arena, featuring world-class racing tracks for cars, motorcycles, as well as various amenities such as a restaurant area, swimming pool and training rooms. The Mahameruwa Motorsports Arena serves as a testing ground, driver and rider training facility, and a catalyst for advancing motorsports culture across Sri Lanka. From the Mahameruwa Valley Cross to the Single Tree Hill Climb and Lake Cross, Cavalry Supercross, Mahameruwa Autocross, Katukurun the circuit meet. Concluding with the prestigious Sri Lanka Super Series 2024 Awards Night in December, the calendar promises an exciting array of competition for enthusiasts and participants alike.
Stay tuned for the stock update. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on positive notes today. The All-Share Price Index gained 55.29 points to close at 10,678.30, and the S&P SL 20 gained 1.73 points to close at 3,056.97. The turnover was 1.2 billion rupees and over 46 million shares were traded. Up next are Forex rates. That's all our news for today. For this and more, subscribe our channel on YouTube, follow us on Facebook.